To make $1,000 a day online, we really only need to sell $20, $50.
Not going to be trading.
I made over $120,000.
FOMO, aka fear of missing out, is a huge problem for today's society. It feeds on overthinking situations and overthinking in general. Picture this. How many times have you had to say no to hang out with your friends or say no to a party because you actually had a reason to? But ultimately, after a couple hours, you've thought to yourself, what if this happened, or what if they become better friends now, and what if I'm left out? This is the basics of FOMO, and it's not just because of your friends and family, it's affecting you over the entire internet and is almost impossible to stay away from. So how do we fix this? Before we answer that, we first need to find out a little more about it. Everything encourages the fear of missing out these days. Thumbnails on YouTube to Instagram posts, it builds up in your head and starts taking a toll on you mentally and even physically. It leads to anxiety, stress, and even jealousy. Another example of FOMO is regular advertisement. As soon as an ad shows limited time only or a regular sale that lasts only a couple days, it's meant to encourage this in you, so you actually go and buy something. They want to create that feeling in you so you can feel somewhat complete when you ultimately go and buy that product or watch that video, but ultimately it will leave you disappointed in the end. In recent years, the trend of showing off has been increasing significantly, and it just keeps going. I think it's important that people become aware that it's not the reality. Yes, people can be rich, but they don't show how they got there in the first place. We have unlimited of people praising, making money online and side hustles, but talking down on regular 9-to-5s. Everything doesn't fit everyone. For some people, a 9-to-5 is the way to go, and society wouldn't work without them. But influencers tell you if you don't do this, you are falling behind. Everyone should do what they dream of and want to achieve. All of this encourages and makes the fear of missing out worse. So how do we fix these problems? To start not letting FOMO decide for you, a good place to start is practice self-awareness. It might sound cliché, but being aware of yourself and how you are feeling is the first step to actually stopping this. The simplest way to start is to actually know when and why it triggers. Some examples are because you're looking at an Instagram or YouTube, and why it triggers is because they are showing off something that you want in your life, or they are pushing an ad or a type of lifestyle and making you think that it's better than yours. But it's actually only a fraction of their life that's caught on camera, and that's what they want. They want it to look good. Of course, what they are saying could be true, but there needs to be facts backing it up. But in the background, it might not be a walk in the park all the time. FOMO is also common in friend groups, school, and social events in general. Most of the time, those feelings and thoughts are made up inside your head. There's not actually anything or anyone that's pushing it. The feeling is put there as well because of the ads, pictures, or videos that put this idea in your head the first time. I would say that we have 3 methods that are the most efficient in working with these types of thoughts. The first one is journaling, typing down when and why it triggered your stress or anxiety. Ultimately, you will have a better sense of what triggers it, and it will always be in the back of your mind. So if it were to come back or you're having a rough time, what you practiced will still be there for you to look at. Second tip is meditation and breathing exercises. This also makes you aware of your thoughts. This requires some practice, but when you know what to do, you can start sorting out the thoughts that matter and removing the fear of missing out feeling. The third one is finding a new hobby or picking up on one you already have and focusing on that. This can be something creative like art, or start making videos about your interest. It can also be a sport, gaming, reading, anything that suits you. These are the 3 most efficient ways of working on it on your own. I would also recommend that if you are struggling a lot with this, talking to a psychologist can help a lot and give you good exercises to practice. And on top of it, I'll start realizing that what you see on social media or in movies is just made up. It's meant to look good, and it's meant to start creating these thoughts inside your head. These habits will help you naturally incorporate self-awareness into your life, leading to better decision-making overall and reducing the FOMO over small decisions. Hopefully these tips will help you and make this feeling easier for you. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like and make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.